imagine world's major problems. Global warming, technical disputes, political disruptions. Are all these problems solved by just accumulating the facts from textbooks which we have done over years? If it would be, then a world would be very much small and easy. But it isn't. Then what is the factor which will guide us to the complex solutions of all these problems? Good evening to one and all present here. Dear Sachin Sani sir and my audiences. Today I want to deliver you a speech on which your future resides. It is education and creativity. Yes, these are the two pillars on which your future resides. While talking about education and creativity, I must mention that we often refer education as just accumulating the facts, taking notes of the facts which have been given in the books, and just doing rote memorization of that. In today's world, our education system has become like that, just scoring grades, subjects, get good jobs, and get settled. But a true education is not that. True education is defined by Swami Vivekananda. Education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. True education is the awakening of mind. True education doesn't mean to score grades, score good marks, but to learn the same thought, the same thinking, the same lessons which others learn, but internally, in such a way that you never forget it. Now, if I talk you about the relation of education and creativity, then education and creativity's relation is just like a bird with wings. Education without creativity is also just like a bird without wings. Education without creativity is an education where we do not find any fun, where we only take notes and do rote memorization. But education with creativity is an education where we develop internally. Do not do cookie cutter curriculums and rote memorization. I can give you a best example of my observation of myself only, which I observed over years. An example of education without creativity is of my lifetime, which I have faced in the classes 2, 3 and 4. If I tell you about the subject history, then I want to share you with a personal experience. It is about when I studied in class 2 and 3 and 4. I worked hard in SST and history mainly, but scored 41, 42, 43 maximum. But if I give you an example of creativity with education, then I can dare you to say about the thing which I have done in classes 7 and 8. I have studied history like just studying a story, just using my creativity in it. Just use my creativity, just made the stories of the tropics in history, and see how my score was. My score was either 49 and 50 maximum times, and I can dare to say that I don't have the fear if you ask me questions from any point of history book of classes 7 and 8, because I have learned it internally, which will help me in future. But do you think our education system imply this in our educations? No. Our Indian society's mentality, our Indian parents' mentality is something different. They only want grades, marks, good jobs and get a good settlement. Yes, that's all they want and nothing else. But we have to change this type of mentality and attitude. According to me, I have noted down 2 points which are mainly important to encourage students to make drastic change in our education system. Make our education system like European education systems, American education systems. It is first, encourage the students. First, we have to rouse the courage which is present in the students. It is not the courage to stand by to fight with different kingdoms. It is not that courage. It is the courage, the power to dare to leap to others. It is the power to think differently, to speak differently, to observe differently and deliver the same differently over the public, the audiences. The second, which I have mostly wanted to tell you, that we have to arouse the curiosity. A student having no interest in a subject, how do you expect from that student that he will give his or her full inner potential in that subject? First, we have to make teachers know how to rouse the curiosity to make this drastic change. We need teachers who are the catalyst of creators, where the students are creative innovators and our classes being a laboratory of ideas. Yes, this is not just an imagination, but a reality whenever education and creativity intersects. Yes, this is a reality. I want to give you a message by ending my speech. For to implement this change in our education systems, we need sacrifice. Sacrifice in everyone's life. Everyone has to sacrifice in their own way, in their own field. But are you ready for the upcoming drastic change which will occur in some years? Thank you.